I mean, it's really unprecedented. And the saddest part is that we're doing this to ourselves. I mean, this isn't some enemy action. This isn't what Russia or China is doing. We need to be honest here. It absolutely is a national security concern. And I've spoken with numerous military leaders who are very concerned about this.
That's Congressman Seth Moulton. He joined us this morning. He's among a number of lawmakers and defense leaders calling for an end to a months-long blockade on military promotions. Senator Tommy Tuberville has delayed. He's blocked the confirmations of more than 300 military promotions.
The Alabama Republican is protesting a Pentagon policy that provides travel expenses and paid leave to service members seeking abortion care.
And Nick's back on this one. How does this stalemate come to an end? I mean, he is not backing down. And even Republicans are saying they're not going to give in to him.
And Adrienne, by our own reporting, we do know that other Republican senators are starting to lean on Senator Tuberville, asking him to back down. Senator Tuberville, speaking to Leland Vittert, host of On Balance last night, doubling down on what he says is the only way to end this stalemate. He wants them to vote on each and every nominee, leaving lawmakers little time to debate anything else.
I'm not holding up nominations.
A defiant Senator Tommy Tuberville appearing on NewsNation Wednesday.
They can bring them to the floor one at a time. I can't hold them up.
Saying he won't back down unless the issue goes through Congress.
And if we just go through Congress and vote on it, I'll accept whatever. But right now, they're just trying to force it down the taxpayers' throats.
For the first time in history, the Army, Navy, and Marine Corps are all without Senate-confirmed leaders, and more vacancies are on the way. Like General Mark Milley, whose tenure as chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff ends in October. But before that happens, his replacement general, C.Q. Brown, needs to be confirmed. Rather than schedule an individual vote, congressional Democrats are calling on their Republican counterparts to pressure Tuberville to finally relent. But the Alabama senator is refusing to budge.
I can hold up groups at a time. That's what I'm doing.
Until the Pentagon gets rid of a policy he maintains is illegal.
I'm just trying to protect the integrity of the Constitution, how we do things here. Let the laws go through Congress, not through the White House. Let's do it the right way.
That stance drawing the ire of the military's top brass, who issued a strong rebuke. In a Washington op-ed, the secretaries of the Navy, Air Force, Space Force, and Army claim Tuberville is risking national security.
If I thought this had anything to do with our national security and not having us prepared for what's going on across the world, I wouldn't be doing this. But it's obvious that the Democrats are trying to use it to their advantage.
More than 600 generals and admirals are waiting for Senate confirmation. And in that interview with Adrienne, Congressman Seth Moulton went on to say, as you heard, that actions by Senator Tuberville, quote, absolutely is a national security concern. Adrienne Markey, it is a long-held belief by active duty service members and veterans that the decisions that can have a negative impact on the men and women in uniform are much easier to make when, like Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville, you have never served.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.